Hi peeps, Charis here in my squeaky chair. And today, look what I got behind me. Look what I've got behind me. I am getting organized. Organized, I say. At least I have a project board. For all those things that I kept finding myself getting distracted. I mean, I was working, I promised I'd get to the greenery. I'd do the trees, right? I've promised that. I've been promising that for what, a couple of episodes, I think. Oh, I know I'm really far behind, but I keep getting distracted with all these other things I want to do. Like I did the smithy behind me, and I don't even remember what all I did. But I gotta do stuff. So I've made a project board. Let's see what's on the project board. Palace trees. See right there, up at the very top, right at the top. Palace trees. A kelp farm. Oh, because of another work that we did, right? I keep finding myself farming more and more of the kelp, and I'm getting tired of it. I don't want to do it anymore. So I'm probably going to end up flooded with more kelp than I ever need, because like Truck Pipe tells me that they've got plenty of kelp at their place. But anyways, larger script frame. So the tower here, this is too small. It's all cramped in here, and they don't have any room to move around, and so I'm gonna build a larger one for them. And I've made a space here where I can put all the villagers while I'm doing the construction stuff when I have to take them out of here. And I've found myself doing all sorts of work with that, and that's part of what's been distracting me from the greenery stuff I'm gonna do. And before I find myself completely building the new tower, I gotta get these trees done. I gotta get the trees done, and I think I'll do the kelp too. A quarry for the masons. So I've got my little neighborhood for the masons. Peeking over back there. I actually want to put a quarry for them down over on the other side of that. I think there's a really good place for them. The apothecary and the library. Those are on the mezzanine level of the palace. Shepherd houses. So the cows and the sheep will get moved down to the end of that peninsula, with some little huts and all for shepherds. A golem trap. I finally decided where I'm going to put it. Oh, and trying out the desert dimension. I might get to that today. I don't know. It depends on how long the other stuff takes. But I have noticed that, we still get golems congregating back here, and we still get golems congregating down there, and even I don't know if they're falling down there or if they're forming down here or what. But this seems like a nice, discreet place, and I better not wave too much or I'm going to hit one of them and they will kill me. This seems like a nice, discreet place to put the iron golem trap. So that's not going to be today, because I still haven't decided what kind of an iron golem. I've only decided where I'm going to put it, but it's on the project board. Alrighty. Try out the desert dimension. We have a really cool desert dimension. Because 1.16, I think it started with .2, I don't know. Yeah, .2. Oh yes, you can have custom dimensions. And our peeps put together a desert one. And I've been going through so much sandstone, of course. It might be good, rather than clearing out areas in my desert here, it might be good to try that out. Yes, but this is a greenery. I've already chosen the title. Actually, I haven't chosen the title, but this is the greenery episode, which means I am going to do palace trees and the kelp farm. Yeah. So let's see ourselves over. Oh, it's getting close to dark. We have a bed down there. Yeah. Okay. I'll keep going, because I do have a bed down there in the work area. Now, a kelp farm's pretty tall, and so it kind of gets in the way of my little sort of scheme for how I was doing the floors, where I had the item transportation level, and then I have the actual farm level, and then I have the actual level where I interact with things. And the kelp farm's is vertical, and it's gonna cross over all of those. Oh, and I can sleep. Here we are. Okay, so I've gathered the things for my kelp farm, And as you can see, I'm going to do it in greens. You can see from green terracotta and lime terracotta. I'm going to do it there. And I'm going to do it right here. Oh, I don't need these boxes yet. I need to dig and clear out the space first. So I'll tuck these boxes back away. And honestly, I think that would be a seriously boring time lapse just to watch me dig out the space. So I'm just going to do a time skip. Time skip. Well, it's a hole. It's a tall hole. Goes all the way up there. Yeah. While I was digging this out, I'm sitting here thinking, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with camera angles to try and get a time lapse in here, but I will attempt to do that. Yeah. Well, we'll see how it goes. You are going to find out in just like 15 seconds or so. Wish me luck! I hate kelp farms. I really do. I mean, look at this. I clearly have a spot where I don't have the water quite right. because the kelp gets stuck there. Ugh. Do I have one of those on this side too? No, this side's okay. This side all okay, but that's 1, 2 slots down, and that's a full block there. 1, 2 slots down, that's a full block there. I'm gonna have to fuss with it. So what I have right now is a kelp farm that is manually triggered. We shall zip on downstairs. I've got, this fencing was to help me determine which ones are slime chunks. This one's a slime chunk and that one's a slime chunk, the ones with the white wool in them. And the rest don't seem to be. So not sure what I'm gonna do about that. But anyways, I'm gonna zip downstairs to see. So what I currently have is a button that, so those lights right there are on pistons. And I have a button, I actually have the button on both sides that will, okay, that's not where I intended to go. That will extend the buttons, or extend the Charis, that will extend the pistons out to harvest. And then they will float up. And obviously I just did it not that long ago because I don't have very much kelp in there at the moment. And then it goes around. Can I see? No, I can't see both sides yet because I just dug out for that. Yeah. And then up on the layer where we will have human interaction, that was this layer. See, the slimes show up in there. The kelp will all float up here. Oh, that kelp, I wonder if it despawned. It probably despawned. The kelp will come up here. It will flow into the furnaces. It'll come into this water stream here in the middle. It'll go into the furnaces. And I have, and it's going to take a while for it to get down all the furnaces. And it's not going to get down to these lower furnaces until it's filled up these furnaces and some about the hoppers in them, because the hoppers have got to not snag it as it goes over. And so I'm kind of thinking about either starting out with shulker boxes of sticks. Here's where I can put the fuel. Now, because I have a water line there and a water line, I could potentially have a water line here. I really haven't sorted this out too well yet. Actually, that's just flat, not sorted, right? Yeah, I know, I gotta do that to get up here. I could put, yeah, I was planning to put a hopper line along on top of these. And I'm probably gonna make a whole mess of water when I take these out in order to get to those over there. Or maybe I won't. Can I get to these? Yeah, see, because I can't really get to them from here. I'm going to make a mess. But down below, it's covered, so I won't mess up the redstone. Because when I was doing this in creative, I did mess up the redstone. So this isn't an ideal design, but it kind of works. And in the meantime, I can also get over here along the entire line so that I can debug things. I can see, are there stray items? Are there... you know, are the furnaces working or not? And what I might do is I might just start off with, I don't know, sticks or manually lit it. I haven't really decided that yet, and I don't have enough kelp up there to worry about it. And then the furnace kelp all comes into this bottom one down here. The kelp, if there's overflow, if kelp comes past and it doesn't go into any of those, it'll come down into the top furnaces. And like if I run out of fuel there and these all get backed up the whole way up and they stop burning, you know, I'll start loading regular kelp down into here. So if that all backs up, I've got sort of a overflow protection on that. And then when I've got cooked kelp down here, I can use the crafting tables to make it into blocks. And dump stuff over into the stream that's going to then go upstairs to the sorting system eventually. So That's the kelp farm. I don't know how satisfied I am with it, but it's especially not if it's going to have stuff there. But we'll see how it works. We'll let it run for a bit and see how it works. And it is now time to get on to the rest of the greenery because I have been promising trees for multiple episodes, and I'm going to finally go do them. Let's go do trees. Trees are even harder than getting the water right in kelp farms. Oh, Bex makes it look so easy, but yeah. I don't think this doesn't look right. This doesn't look right. I'm gonna have to futz with it, but I don't quite know. Maybe I need to have Bex come out. I mean, it's too flat, even though I tried to add more dimensions in it. Yeah, it's too flat, and I'm not sure how to just fix that. It's hard to add leaves on the underside. Oh, I did add enough structure. I think it almost, I need to put a little more structure out here. I don't know. This is very hard. I may have taken on more than I can handle for this part of my desert. I may have to go out and copy other people's trees and learn more about trees. You know, I don't see why trees should be so much harder than landscaping, but apparently it is. So anyways, I think I'm going to call it here and go play in creative and try and figure out trees. That's something else. Building trees in survival is hard too. So, from a frustrated Charis, until next time, peeps. Bye. And thank you for watching.